Construct one table that includes relative frequencies based on the frequency distributions shown below. Then compare the amounts of tar in non-filtered and filtered cigarettes. Do the cigarette filters appear to be effective? And the hint is the filters reduce the amount of tar ingested by the smoker. We are to click the icon to view the frequency distributions. So we see here that we have a distribution for non-filtered cigarettes that starts with the classes 15 to 20 and ends with the classes 39 to 44, and then we have the frequencies listed for each class. For the filtered cigarettes, we have classes beginning with 3 to 8 and then ending with 21 to 26, and then the frequencies listed. So in this table then, we have the same classes, 3 to 8, 9 to 14, and on down to 39 to 44, for each the non-filtered cigarettes and the filtered cigarettes. Because the non-filtered cigarettes have no entries for the classes 3 to 8 and 9 to 14, these entries then will be 0 for these frequencies. For the filtered cigarettes, there are no frequency entries for the classes 27 to 32, 33 to 38, and 39 to 44, so those would be entered as 0 frequencies. In order to find relative frequencies, we would first need to have the total number of frequencies for each of these distributions. So adding these frequencies up, we would get 25 for the non-filtered cigarettes. The total is the same for the frequency distribution for the filtered cigarettes. In order to find relative frequencies, we would divide the frequency for the class by the total number of frequencies for the entire distribution. So here we would have 0 divided by 25 for the first class, which would result in a percentage of 0 for that particular class. Continuing this then for each of these classes, we would have again 0 divided by 25 for a result of 0%, and then 1 divided by 25 for a result of 4%, and then continue that for this column for the non-filtered cigarettes. Then we would do the same for the filtered cigarettes. 1 divided by 25 is 4%, and on down to the very end. And we have our relative frequencies for each the non-filtered and the filtered cigarettes. So notice in these upper classes where we would have the greatest amount of tar ingested by the smokers, for the non-filtered cigarettes, we have relative frequencies that are fairly high, where for the filtered cigarettes, we have entries of 0 in the relative frequency column. So this would indicate to us then that the cigarette filters appear to be effective in reducing the amount of tar ingested by the smoker.